different. I thought I would actually go through, sorry, I'll just get my phone on going as well, in case somebody's got any questions. I thought I would actually go through and see how a SaaS company went from 0 to 100 million, sorry, within 3 years. And that sales company is Russell Brunson. And ClickFunnels. So what we've done is I've actually done a little case study on them because I thought it was quite interesting the way that they've done it. Because as you'll know, if you ever watch anything about Russell Brunson, he's completely against Israel investors. And he basically started off with $1,000 on his credit card. All right. So with that same thing in mind, this is where you can actually take anything that you're undoing, right? So if it's affiliate, if it's your own product, or anything else, then we can take that and we can do exactly the same thing. We can model what he does. But obviously, we're going to improve on the modeling because a little bit later on, I'm going to bring chatbots into it. I'm going to get higher engagement, higher flows, and things like this. Now, I've actually made myself a little set of slide decks just so I can keep myself right. Don't worry, I don't think I need to share these in particular. So, what I've got, I'm going to just manage to lose my page again. Oh, I love the joy. I would love to be actually organized. Right. So I've actually got we've got the way the ClickFunnels start off. So as you know, he wasn't in venture capital, and so he needed to find a different alternative to actually go out and get customers in, to get customers interested. At the end of the day, what Russell had done was there was already lead pages out there, and so he needed to separate himself from lead pages. This is why I keep on talking about the blue ocean and the red ocean, and he needed to create a brand new blue ocean for himself, which is where the whole sales funnels things come in, funnel hackers and things like this. Hey, Linda. So he started bringing in this different blue ocean so that he could actually start working on his own stuff and getting more and more people actually involved in it. So it meant he didn't have the price restraints that everybody else had. So lead pages were trying to go down in prices. Russell decided he wasn't going down in prices. He was going to do something completely different. So what he decided to do was actually a webinar model. Right now, he's done the webinar model and he done it very, very well. If you watch my other videos, then you've seen us talk about when he done 3 million within the space of an hour and a half at the 10X convention. It was very, very good. If you watch Russell, it's well worth getting those trains. Excellent. It's well worth getting the trains on my side of it as well. Very big trains. Next, I'm going to show you. So what he does is he was going out and he was marketing on the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, was live on Thursday, and then repeated on the Friday, the Saturday, and that was it. Right. So he's only doing 1 day live. Now he's done this 1 day live, and he actually done it for a full year. Every single year he went on there live, and he done the full presentation every single time. But he would spend a load of money to get the people in. Now, he was always looking for around about 1,000 people coming into his webinar, into his web training, I should say. And within getting 1,000 people in there, what it would cost him? It would cost him about $3 per person. Right, he wanted 1,000 people to turn up. He was roughly having to get about 3,000 people. Sorry, my dog's on one of its fits today. He was roughly having to get about 3,000 people in to have 1,000 show-ups. Now, we can improve on that by bringing in our sales floors, but we're going to go into that in a different lesson. So, what he actually started off doing was he started off offering ClickFunnels at $1,000 for a year. Right now, obviously, prices changed since then. This was quite a few years ago when ClickFunnels first started off, and so it was a $1,000 offer that he was giving out there. Now, the $1,000 offer was converting pretty well. What that meant was he didn't have the money to actually keep on plowing it back into his particular. Hey, Susan, how are we doing? He didn't have the money to plow into his business because it meant he had to wait a year every single time before the next lot of money was coming in, and it wasn't a substantial way of doing it. So what he decided to do was he needed more continuity in his sales. He needed more sales be coming through more regular. He needed monthly income, which is how come you'll always see ClickFunnels trying to sell the monthly. The more concerned with the monthly, the more the yearly, because it's a SaaS software very similar to mine. Once somebody puts everything in there, they don't particularly want to move from that SaaS company to another company, and particularly seems like they were saying they'd done something completely different at the time. Now, what he actually had was it started off on the registration page. Registration page, very, very simple. I've actually knocked one up. Let's actually share my screen. We'll make it nice and easy. So I've knocked one up, and I'm actually going to give you this one as well because I'm feeling really generous. So basically, what we've done is we're basically we're funnel hacked Russell's original. Right now, Russell original, really, really simple. I'll show you exactly what it is. Right. So the original one was a little picture of Russell. He was holding something. I've just used a different free webinar training, secret reveals. Now on mine, I put small sales floor that brings you sales and market the next level. On Russell's, it was my weird niche funnel that currently making 17,947 per day. And I would athletically knock it off in less than 10 minutes. All right. So that was Russell's pitch. Then we have the little countdown. Right, and from the little countdown, we register for a seat, and we always tell them very limited seats, right? So that's the actual entry page. Now, from that entry page, he would then go on to the thank you page. So from the entry page, the register, he was using GoToWebinar. I'm still having to use that at the moment because Groove isn't quite fixed yet. So we send them over to GoToWebinar. They would actually then register on GoToWebinar, and then they would be sent to the thank you page. And the thank you page, again, really, really simple. And congratulations, you're now booked for the webcast. The webcast starting in, and gives a countdown at when it's actually starting, right? The page will redirect you when the clock hits 0. Now, I've done mine slightly different. I haven't actually got the webinar starting going yet. I will be doing them very, very shortly. And it is, my step one is grab your $1 Chatamo account now. Now, Russell's was grab your free ClickFunnels trial now. And the other thing I've done different, which is download your cheat sheets. Now, the reason why I'm doing this download cheat sheets is because in the cheat sheets, when he's getting 3,000 people in, I'm going to do this cheat sheet straight away inside of my chatbot. And if you haven't seen my cheat sheets, they look a little bit like this. Way. And that's the little cheat sheet thing. So I give those away so people can work their way through the whole entire webinar really, really simply. And they can download all the various bits. So on his thank you video, he said, you now registered web class, we'll be starting on, and then obviously give them the date. But before you get started, there's a free ClickFunnels account for a 2-week free trial. So it doesn't cost you anything. Go in, grab it, play with it for a few minutes because I'm going to show you exactly how to use it inside of the webinar, right? Then the free trial button was below, exactly the same as what we've done right here, right? So that's the free trial that he would do, and that's the free trial that we would do. Again, all we're doing is we're flow hacking, right? Because on our thank you page, we're also going to put our chatbot, which is the important part. Now, what they've done was they aimed for 3,000 registers. They've got about 1,000 shows, right? Again, we can increase that by using our sales flows. So we're going to be increasing that. And what he would actually do during the presentation, he would show how ClickFunnels worked. He would educate them on ClickFunnels and show them why they should be using ClickFunnels. Now, he'd give away the three secrets that I was talking about yesterday, which is how to hack somebody's funnels, how to drive the traffic, and how to find a great offer, right? Now, if you've got those three parts in place, it is very, very easy for you to go out and make money within chat flows and sales funnels and all the rest of it. Obviously, you make more on sales funnels than what you do sales flows than what you do on sales funnels, but it's if you got those three basics together, and he was giving away those three basic things. Now, the reason why he was giving this away, and this is quite important as well, he wasn't actually saying you can only do this with ClickFunnels, right? Now, I'm not saying you can only do this with sales flows. You can go out and do it a different way. You don't need sales funnels. You don't need sales flows. You don't need anything at all. You could go out and basically hack everything without getting a single bit of software. It would take an awful lot of work, and it wouldn't actually be worth the time because you'd be investing far too much time and not getting very far, but it can be done. And this is the point you want to be putting across on everything that you're putting out there. You want to be educating people. You want to be showing them exactly what they're doing, but without trying to push a sale, right? We don't want to be a pushy salesman at all. If the software's right for them, the software's right for them. If it's not, it's not. But what Russell found, going back into the figures here, what he found that every person who spent the $1,000 and bought the $1,000 offer, the 1-year offer, then 3 people would take up the monthly offer. Right, now this obviously meant it was pretty awesome for him. So after only a few webinars, he had 1,000 people taking the 1,000 offer. So we've got a canny bit of money there. And 7,500 people taking up the $97 per month offer. That should say per month in there. Per month offer, which then meant that he had the scale. He could start paying everybody that he needed to do and everything like this. So give him upfront money. He could pay costs. He could get the partners in. He could start getting affiliates to start promoting the webinar. And he could start building this webinar. Now, he done this for an entire year. And if you go onto, there'll be a link somewhere, I'll put it on this afterwards. There's a link to his perfect webinar script. Now, it doesn't matter what sort of thing you're selling. If you're going out and you're educating people, they're a lot more likely to actually convert. This is why I've been putting off webinars, because I don't like talking. Even though I'm on here every day, I don't particularly like talking on camera. I'm not very good. My accent is terrible. But I know that I need to be doing webinars to get more people into Chatamo. And because I think Chatamo is the best thing that's ever happened, then I think it's my duty to actually show them. I believe that I'm doing wrong if I don't actually show people you should be using this. It's a faster route to get more money than what you're using currently. And so that's why I need to be starting doing webinars. So I'm trying to get myself into it as well while I'm on sitting doing it. Right. So even if the people didn't buy, they're still seeing a demo. Still seeing a demo. God, my spelling's terrible. And got excited about the product. And so they were more likely to stick and more likely to buy, more likely to come into the ClickFunnels realm. And it meant that he was also building up his email list really, really quickly. So what we actually have is you only have 3 pages on a webinar. It is so simple, right? You have the actual headline registration, right? Really easy. The thank you, $1 trial, the webinar itself, and that's it. Now, remember, we're putting on the $1 trial here. So we're expecting around about 3-to-1 ratio of signups. So at the end of the webinar, we're going to get a load of signups, depending on how many people we have in. That's for, I was in the $1,000. I was as 497, I think, for a lifetime. And we're also going to get people on the monthly, right? So this means we can keep all of our developers happy. We can keep on paying our developers. Developers are over the moon. I'm over the moon. And you guys are over the moon because you're making money. And so very, very shortly, we're actually going to be starting off webinars once I work out the software, because I'm not very clever with software. So I'm going to be working out the software. We're going to be starting doing webinars as well. I'm going to be doing a cheat sheet for you guys, which is going to have everything on. So this will be all ready to download at some point. I'll probably come back on live because there'll be a few more videos I need to do. I need to do one with where we're going to put in the chatbot, how we're going to make the chatbot work to increase our turnovers and get everybody really in there. And remember, again, we're not selling a product. We are selling a complete solution. So we're not just going out. Our offer isn't just the one thing that we've got. Our offer is everything all combined, right? We're becoming their complete solution. So we're becoming their expert that they trust, they know, like, and trust. So whatever problem that they have, we have something that's going to fix the problem. Now, that might not be chat ammo on one particular account. It might be a different thing. It could be absolutely anything. Yesterday, I was telling you about an agency software. That would be very, very good for some of you guys. And it does different things than what chat ammo does, right? For some of you guys, useless. Other you guys will be absolutely awesome and probably the best $39 or whatever it was that you'll ever spend in your lifetime. But the only reason why I recommend that is because I know the bloke who makes it. I like his stuff and I trust him. So anyway, that's my little rant for today. Hopefully that is been some sort of help. I would love it as well if you guys would like to. It would be really nice if you could head over to. So this is me checking out checking out my things. If you'd like to head over to my YouTube channel, it'll be awesome. It's called Sean Marketing, and registering there. I've only got 1,000 people on YouTube. I'm gonna have to start putting more stuff out on here because I'm not doing very much on YouTube at the moment. I should be doing an awful lot more. And now's the time to stop being lazy and actually start working, because every now and again I keep on getting these lazy patches. But we're all back now, and we're going to be really blasting through the whole lot, so you guys know exactly how you can go out and start making money straight away. So I'll put a link onto the one pager. The one pager isn't finished yet, but it will be finished very, very shortly. I'll just put a couple of links on, so the one pager might be about half an hour or so before I get everything on. Just get the links to actually start you guys off right, and then I'll be putting more videos out there to get it better for you. Okay, so thanks for watching, and speak soon.